Good day, everyone. This is me again, Hart, for another video. And for today, we're going to talk about a quote from Alex Hormozy, in which I heard from one of his podcasts where he was a guest on. And this is the thing that he said: You become a success the moment you start trying. You become a failure the moment you stop. The catch is only you know if you really are. So, one of the past or most of my past videos has a lot of Alex Hormozy quotes. Maybe because he had this huge impact to me from being stuck in this knowledge or abundance of knowledge, taking all of this information or studying a lot, reading books on how to do things. And from me having being there in that position wherein I was so full of this knowledge, the things that I'm learning in podcasts and books. He was so fundamental in my mindset or the way I changed my life because he started to point out that taking action and having this high agency of yourself, of just doing the thing regardless if you have the perfect conditions, you need to start. And that's when I started to really start taking action. Even though it feels painful, it's excruciating, it feels so uncomfortable. And having all those emotions, all those negative emotions that you could think about, and still overcoming it, makes me feel proud about myself for really taking action on the things that I want to do. So basically, if we go back to the quote, wherein he said, You become a success the moment you start trying, you become a failure the moment you stop. The catch is only you know if you really are. Let's first start with the first line. You become a success the moment you start trying. I know it's absurd to think that you just if you just try something, you become a success. I know I find it also hard to believe in that first statement, but what he is trying to say to us is that a lot of people or a lot of people has dreams, or maybe they want something, or they want to try to achieve something in life. And most of us, if you're like me, also in the past, you find it hard to really start to do something. And I don't know, it's this resistance that we feel. Maybe because a lot of factors. Thinking about the judgment of other people, the things that you think if you do this thing, you will fail and you will be humiliated or you will be ridiculed by other people. And all those things, all those factors that you could think of. But what he really is trying to say is that once you start and decided to really start and focus on that thing that you want to do, you become a success. It's not the success that you think it should be, wherein you just started and you become a successful person already. What he means is that once you start and keep on doing it, you will eventually be successful. And that relates to the second line, which is you become a failure the moment you stop. Okay, you started. So you're already successful because you started. But the only thing that will guarantee that you become successful is if you don't stop. So I think what he's trying to say is that if you stop, that's the time you can say that you become a failure because you don't even or you were not accepting or you did not you find it hard to push yourself to be patient and have this mindset of being a successful person, measuring in not in decades, not in days or years, because most of the successful person that I have watched from different videos and podcasts, most of them say that it takes time. It even takes years. decades for some of them. Some may even think of Mark Zuckerberg or those young entrepreneurs who made a million or become a millionaire in their early 20s. But that doesn't mean, but most of the successful people are in their 30s, 40s, who have been in the game of any career path that they choose in life, wherein they become successful. One of the recipes for their success is them starting to do something, accepting all the challenges, the setbacks, and the failures along the way, and not stopping. They will make mistakes and be ridiculed, get humiliated in front of other people, but they just kept on doing the thing that they want to do and put in the work, the effort, the thing that they want to be able to be successful. And that's what Alex Hormozy is trying to say. You become a failure the moment you stop. So he just reminds us that we eventually, if we start something, we eventually become good at it. But at first, we're going to fail at it, or we will look foolish or stupid for trying to do that thing. So, an example of this is what I'm doing right now. I risk by doing this video, by posting every day on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, wherein right now most of my followers are my friends, my relatives, my family. Some were my teachers in my previous school that I've attended. And those were people that I really know. And before I started, I really thought about a lot about what they would say about my post. And now that I look back after 2 months of posting on YouTube and more than a month in TikTok and IG and Facebook, I've realized that they don't really think about me that much. And that's the beauty of starting something and really accepting or realizing that we are all so full of ourselves. And if you think they would think about you so much after you posted a video and showing yourself, thinking that they would make fun of you or they would cringe on your video, and even yourself would cringe about the videos that you post. Just think for a moment, is are their judgment more important than your goals? If it is not, then you should be welcoming, or you should accept that not all people who follow you or will watch your video will not like you, will not like the things that you say, or will not even bother watching, or they're just not interested in the things that you say or you post. And I think that is freedom, or that is freeing to think that we are not we are not really being thought of by other people that much because they are so busy thinking of themselves. So I think for the last line of what Alex Hormozy, or the quote from Alex Hormozy, the catch is only you know if you really are. So there's no person or other person who will be accountable for your own things or the goals that you want to achieve except you. You will realize that no one is coming to save you, and nobody is accountable for your own life. I mean, maybe some of your family or your close friends will care so much about you, but it is you ultimately who will decide for yourself if you want to start to do something and not stop doing it in order for you to be successful. You will be accountable for your actions, and you will be accountable, or you will make sure that you will become successful, not other people. So I think, to sum it all up, I know, looking back after making a lot of videos, almost about to make 60 videos, I know it's hard to really start something. I also find it hard to do something at other areas in my life. But I think the thing that we need to really understand is that these three core things that I'm about to say will be the backbone if you want to have this three mental models, or what I can say a mental model, or things that I remind myself of every time that I feel like what I am about to do will matter, or will not amount to something, or will be a waste. I remind myself that we're all going to die. Most of us, we're all going to die, and the spotlight effect in which each of us are full of ourselves, so other people does not think about you that much. And lastly, what I would say is that I think those were the two pala. You're going to die, and the spotlight effect, no one thinks about you. So this very short time that we are living, or the life that we have, should be focused on the things that we want to do, not on what other people will think about the things that we are about to do. So it's an everyday battle. It's a battle for me to push myself to be more authentic. Talk about the things that I'm interested at, that I feel that aligns with my current values that I have. And that this is just me. This is not quitting. Not quitting to just post the things or the videos that I want to make, the wisdoms that I want to share, and improve the way I communicate myself, the way I express my thoughts, my words, the way I deliver it to you, whoever is watching this. So start to do something, don't quit, and hopefully you hold yourself accountable. So that's it. If you have any comments about this video, you can comment down comment section below. As always, if you like this video, you can like, share, and subscribe this channel. And as always, if you want more wisdom coming right at you, then watch my channel, my videos and my channel. So, goodbye.